Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S26 lineup is once again making headlines, and this time the spotlight is on its camera system, or rather, the lack of big upgrades. According to the latest leaks, those waiting for a major leap in camera technology may need to adjust their expectations. As Samsung seems to be playing it safe once again, reports suggest that the Galaxy S26, S26 Plus, and even the top-end S26 Ultra will stick to a very familiar setup, especially when it comes to the telephoto lenses. All three models are expected to feature the same 10-megapixel ISOCELL sensor for their 3x telephoto cameras. Specifically, it's said to be the 10-megapixel one, 3.94-inch ISOCELL sensor with a 1.0 micrometer pixel size and an f/.4 36-degree lens. While this sounds decent on paper, it doesn't represent a significant improvement over the Galaxy S25 series. The only real change is that Samsung appears to be switching from Sony sensors to its own ISOCELL technology, which might result in slightly different image processing, but likely nothing that will feel like a true upgrade for the base and Plus models. The rest of the camera setup is expected to remain largely unchanged: a 50-megapixel main camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and the 10-megapixel 3x telephoto, along with a 12-megapixel selfie camera on the front. Meanwhile, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is rumored to retain its 200-megapixel main camera, 50-megapixel ultra-wide lens, 50-megapixel 5x telephoto, and 10-megapixel 3x telephoto, paired with the same 12-megapixel front camera as before. So, in terms of hardware, it's not shaping up to be a groundbreaking year, but there is still some hope. Even if the lenses and sensors remain the same, Samsung might bring subtle but meaningful improvements through software and image processing. Rumors hint that the main cameras on the S26 and S26 Plus could use a new sensor capable of better dynamic range and improved performance in low light. As for the S26 Ultra, reports suggest that Samsung may upgrade the 200-megapixel main sensor to a larger 1.1-inch Sony sensor or give it a faster f/1.4 aperture lens. Both of these changes could allow more light to enter the camera, improving detail, brightness, and overall clarity in photos. The 12-megapixel selfie shooter might not change in terms of hardware, but Samsung is expected to enhance HDR performance and edge detection through upgraded One UI 8.5 camera algorithms. Now, beyond the cameras, there's some exciting news about the launch schedule. Earlier reports claimed that the Galaxy S26 series might not arrive until March 2026. However, new information from reliable Korean media suggests that Samsung plans to unveil the series much earlier, possibly in late January, with global sales beginning in mid-February. That's a slight delay compared to the Galaxy S25 lineup, which launched in January 2025, but still much sooner than initially rumored. This earlier launch window is great news for fans eager to get their hands on Samsung's next-generation flagship phones. Although the exact date could still shift slightly, it seems highly unlikely that Samsung would push the launch all the way to March. Moving on to performance, there's good news for those concerned about chipsets. While earlier rumors suggested that Samsung might use its in-house Exynos chips for all three S26 models, new reports indicate otherwise. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is now expected to feature the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, one of the fastest and most efficient processors in the world right now. Meanwhile, the standard Galaxy S26 and S26 Plus will reportedly run on Samsung's Exynos 2600 chip. Although the exact performance of this processor is still unknown, history has shown that Snapdragon chips usually deliver better results in terms of power and efficiency. For many users, the Exynos name still carries a reputation for being a compromise. So it'll be interesting to see if Samsung can change that perception this time. Even so, the Galaxy S26 Ultra looks like it has what it takes to dominate the premium smartphone market. It combines a powerful Snapdragon chip, a high-end display, and refined camera software, all the ingredients of a flagship built for enthusiasts. The only potential downside could be its rumored price hike. Reports suggest that it might cost more than the already expensive Galaxy S25 Ultra. But given how accustomed people have become to rising flagship prices, this might not hurt its sales too much. The Galaxy S26 and S26 Plus will likely serve as more affordable options for those who want the Galaxy experience without spending a fortune. Meanwhile, the Ultra model is expected to remain Samsung's main highlight, a powerhouse that blends cutting-edge performance with refined design and features. Overall, the Galaxy S26 series might not bring a massive leap in camera technology, but its combination of performance upgrades, improved software, An early launch schedule could make it one of the most anticipated Android flagships of 2026. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more tech reviews. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.